Just landed after a 10-hour flight, and the first thing my husband requests is a hot dog. So instead of running to the store, I just decided to make it myself. I started by cutting up some pork and placing that in the freezer while I got started on my hot dog buns. I combined some yeast, sugar, and milk, let that bloom while I started on mixing all of my dry ingredients together. I added some melted butter before combining my wet and dry and adding an egg. I gave that a good mix, and once it came together, I covered it for 5 minutes before turning it out and kneading it. I then placed my dough into a bowl and let that rise for 45 minutes. And in the meantime, I got started on making some mustard. My husband doesn't have ketchup on his hot dog, so I just made some mustard for him. I took it off the stove, I set that aside to cool, and diced up some onion as a topping. He doesn't care for relish, so this makes it a lot easier. After 45 minutes, I punch down my dough and form it into little hot dog-shaped buns before brushing them with some egg wash and baking them for about 15 minutes. While those were cooling, I got started on my sausage. His favorite sausages are German ones, so I opted for that instead of the classic hot dog sausage. Once my meat was ground up, I got started on all my spices and poured those into my meat before letting that combine for about 3 to 4 minutes. In the meantime, I washed my casing and let it soak for about 30 minutes before stuffing that with my meat and twisting it into little links. I worked on this in batches. I poached them for about 3 to 4 minutes, fried them off, and then it was time to assemble. I put my bun and sausage down, topped it with my condiments, and he loved it.